I'm showered.
Here's my audience. Hello, my name is Tavin, and I would like to give a tribute to my great-grandma and grandpa. The reason I'm giving them a tribute is because they've been a big part of my life growing up, throughout my childhood, and I've always looked up to them. A little bit of background about them. My grandma's name is Arlene, and my grandpa's name is Frank. My grandma got married when she was 15 years old, and my grandpa got married when he was 18. They have been married for a total of 68 years. And out of those 68 years, they had only been apart for 3 days. So, I mean, that's pretty incredible on top of itself. Um, they live in Ontario, Oregon. They were both very into helping out with the community. They like to do a lot of voluntary work with wherever they could. Example one was my grandpa volunteered at the grade school helping out with the reading program. He would just get up every morning around 7 o'clock and walk to the school and actually just go down. He knew one of the teachers down there, and he would just go read with the grade school. Kind of did whatever he could to help out the young kids down there. It's just something he liked to do, and started his day off right. Um, he did that after we retired, but during probably the peak of their relationship, they worked side by side. They owned their own business. So you can imagine how much time they spent together. And like I said, they had only spent 3 days apart because they were not only getting up and going to work together, but they had just come home and go to bed together. So their whole relationship was just based off unconditional love. They didn't need anything to make them happy besides themselves and our family. They weren't big on like having a lot of money. They're just very caring. Some of the most caring people I've ever met and most respectful. And with that, they've left a everlasting impression in my life. They're also dedicated. Like I said, they own their own business. That's a lot of work for them. And they had never missed one of my basketball games, which I actually really commend them on. They were there just about every game, cheering me on, always there for support, and I could talk to them with just about anything. I used to go down and visit when I had track meets in Ontario, and I would wake up every morning. My grandma would make me pancakes, and they were some of the best pancakes I'd ever had. And my grandpa would, get up a little bit later, and he would also eat next to me, and we just crack jokes all morning. And it's something I'll never forget, just because I had a great time with them, and it's just a good feeling. Here recently, my great grandma passed away when she was 89. It was very tough on our family. I mean, mainly it was tough on my grandpa because like I said, he'd only been apart from her for 3 days out of 68 years they had been married. So when she passed away, it was a big change for him because he was used to having her around the house and whatnot, and it was a big adjustment. My grandpa passed away a couple years shortly after. He was 94 when he passed, and that as a whole was just tough for our family to overcome, just because they had been a big part of our family. They were always at all our family events, dinners, and sporting events, and they were just great people, and they're very well missed. But it does happen, and it's part of life. All we can do is grow from it and take to heart what they left for us, and I very much appreciate that, and they're always in our prayers and loved very much. Thank you.